Right, what is the number one drone tool to have in any business? And this is, if you're a small time, single, solo, PFCO holder like I am, you know, if you're a small drone business, okay, all the way up to if you've got teams of 10 people or 10 pilots, this is one of the best bits of managing software there is out there. I really like it. There's a free version and then you can pay subscription for a few more options if you need. So if you have a team, you pay X amount per month, okay? If you're just a small solo person, you can just do it as one person, okay, and it's free. You get a few Google ads, but it's not a problem. So what is the number one tool? The number one tool is something called Drone Desk, okay? This is a brilliant web system. Drone Desk basically is about managing your fleet, your drone and your crew, okay? This is what it's about. It manages your clients, it does everything. Your quoting it handles, you can track your invoices through it, you can log your pilot hours, it does the lot, okay? Drone Desk is absolutely fantastic, and Dorian, you know, top notch. He's done a fantastic job, so, you know, hats off. Especially as he's kept a free version for people like myself who may not want to pay, okay? There is a free version. Now, so Drone Desk, what kind of stuff does it do? Well, you put your drone in, okay? You put your company details in. And with your drone, as soon as you put your drone in, it then takes, if it's got the details, it will then make it so that when you do any jobs in your planning, it works away the flyaway radius maximum. It automatically does that for you. You don't have to do it, it does it. And then it lists all the airports that are in that flyaway radius and where they are in relation to the job you're doing. So if you have a flyaway and you know it goes off to the northeast, you can look in your pack and just go, right, I better in that airfield and that airfield, okay? And that's what you want to be doing. It is really good. You put your client's details in as well. You're then going to go on to build your job, okay? So your job could be anything, okay? It tells you your operator ID, you can put all that in. It tells you the maximum kinetic energy for your aircraft, so my Phantom 4 Pro. It tells you your max wind resistance in meters a second. Obviously, Dorian has taken all this stuff from the DJI website, okay? You can have an initial survey, so, you know, where you will put in what you've initially spotted, like, you know, trees and through roads, if it's trains flat or not, anything you can go put in there. If you've got to notify anyone, by the way, this is the pack it prints out. Now, it even comes up and it will create the nearest hospital, okay, your local police service and other useful numbers. So in other useful numbers, automatically, right, you don't have to ask this, the software does it. You've got the National Police Air Service, the Military Low Flying Information Number, NOTAM Information Line, National Grid Power Line Emergency, Gas Supply Emergency Number, Civil Nuclear Constabulary, and British Transport Police numbers. They're all provided to you in this pack. So when you give when you're talking to a client, and it's a big end client, when you go, this is my job, and you get this massive pack of stuff to give them as a PDF, can be done as a PDF, okay? It's brilliant. So here we have, here's the job, okay? And you can see the radius, right? So doing a job, doing it here, and it's come up with all these airfields and all these smaller airfields, and it tells me what they are. Okay, so, you know, you can look at the airport number, and it's even got the website, and it's got the telephone numbers for their contacts. You do not have to look up ATC numbers. It's in the pack it generates for you. It's absolutely fantastic, and here's more airfields going on down here. Okay, but that's everyone within that flyaway radius. Okay, it just gives you all the contact details. Okay, it's hard to understate or overstate how good it is. Okay, and then if you're choosing the day when you want to go and do it, so you can put a date when you want to go and do it. It even gives you a weather report for the day you want to go it on. But that's only as accurate as the day you do it and the weather at the time. So that's subject to change. Then it goes on to print out all the NOTAMs that are relevant. Okay, so literally, right, you can end up with a couple of pages of NOTAMs. Okay, he says there's 2 pages of NOTAMs. You don't have to look it up, it does it for you. You just got to read them and decide which one you need to know about. So there's an equestrian site, helicopter pilots are requested to avoid overflight. Okay, we've got flying a large model aircraft, we've got a crane, we've got something going on with the threshold there. There's a crane in a low flying area, construction site, crane operating again. So you've got all these NOTAMs that you can go through. Okay. They've even taken a windstock and it's been removed for maintenance on this. Not that you need to know about windstocks, but it does all that. It then gives you a map of your entire work area. Okay, so you get a map of your work area and then you can tag in the software, you tag where you want to take off from, where your emergency area will be, and you draw a map around the area that you're going to be operating, and you can tag low risk and high risk and medium risk things. So you could say a road, for example, might be considered high risk, you just tag it, that's fine, it's there, okay? Or you could just say it's a hazard, should I say. It does your risk assessment for you. Have you ever been scared of risk assessments? Don't be scared anymore. Here you go, you've got your risk assessment, so it goes hazard, initial risk and mitigation. So it all prints it out, and there is a chart actually. I don't print out the chart sadly. Hang on one sec. No, sadly it's not printed out the chart of the risk assessment, but there is a risk assessment matrix. I've seen it in the PDF, not sure why I printed it and print it off. So it could be drone malfunction or loss of data link, and you set the initial risk, and then you mitigation, and then you can change mitigation. So you can add to this risk assessment, by the way. So you've got a basic one, but you can just keep adding to it, okay? And then you can add your mitigation next to it. It's that easy. And then you've got your final risk, and you can delete them and take them out if you want to, but it's really good. We've got our weather data, site safety, so we might have extra site information to put in ourselves, some information we do have to put into a job, but that's fine, I can live with that. Okay, this is a basic overview of Drone Desk, by the way. Now, what is really good with Drone Desk, now it is web-based, okay, it's not an app on your phone, it is web-based. But if you fire up your mobile phone on site or your iPad, okay, you can go and do an initial checklist, and you can go through just ticking these boxes on site, okay, and then it saves that, okay. Okay, so you can do all that. You then have a pre-flight checklist, and this is everything from camera and gimbal to your motors, propeller checking, and you can just go around ticking these boxes. Okay, when you ticked all those boxes, that's brilliant. And then you do your flying, you've done your flight, and when you land, you can tick all your post-flight, okay, you packed all your equipment, it saves it all as a nice big job packet, okay, and that's perfect, because if the CA ever come to audit you, you just go, yes, I use Drone Desk, put it in your ops manual, you use Drone Desk, there we go, you know. And then finally we've got the flight logs, okay? And then finally we've got the flight logs, so, you know, Phantom 4, your battery 1, battery 2, battery 3, battery 4, battery 5, your start and end times, your total minutes, and any notes you want can build up your aircraft flight log. So Drone Desk it's number one tool. For drone fleet management, okay, I highly recommend Drone Desk, okay. It's something that a lot of people are a bit worried about trying, but it just basically means you don't have to fill out your own paperwork. It makes life easy. If you want an easy operation that's smooth, quicker to do, you could spend 10 minutes on a computer doing a quick quote or doing a quick job on Drone Desk. It's like all software, get used to it. You'll find it's got a lot of things in there. Yeah, and it's fantastic. And Doreen, keep up the great work. Okay, I will put a link to it in the description because it deserves it. But that is, in my opinion, the number one drone tool for a business in the UK. If you're a single drone operator or multiple, or you have a team, okay, check out Drone Desk, okay, because it is that good. And safe flying, guys, and take care.